What starts as a routine Walmart theft call quickly turns into chaos, fleeing suspects, identical twins, and a traffic stop that spirals into felony drug charges. Officers think they're dealing with one suspect, but the truth is far more complicated. Who's lying? Who's running? And who just made a decision that changed everything? Watch closely, because every move here matters.
Hey, how are you? Doing okay?
Hell yeah.
Sheriff's office. Hey, come here for a minute. Come here.
Ah,
Because they said something about you might be taking some stuff out of the department.
out of there?
Yeah, you ain't got nothing in your bag?
My twins in there though right now.
You got a twin in there?
Just like me.
Really? Wearing the same thing you got?
No. But she doesn't got red hair. You better.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out here in just a second.
Okay.
Come here. They said that you come out of the
All right, let's break down what actually happened here, because this case escalated fast, and a lot of viewers missed the legal turning points that changed everything. This incident begins as a reported retail theft at Walmart. Loss prevention alerts deputies that a female suspect was seen removing tags, a key detail, because at that moment, officers don't yet have probable cause for an arrest, only reasonable suspicion. That distinction matters. Reasonable suspicion allows officers to detain briefly and investigate, not to arrest outright. Now, here's where things go sideways. The suspect leaves the store and gets into a vehicle. When officers attempt to stop the vehicle to investigate the reported theft, the driver refuses to immediately comply. That decision alone transforms this from a simple shoplifting investigation into a potential fleeing situation, which is exactly why you hear deputies repeatedly saying, "Just pull over and we'll figure it out." Legally speaking, once law enforcement has reasonable suspicion tied to a reported crime, ignoring commands to stop can justify detention. And in many jurisdictions, it can escalate to resisting without violence or failure to identify, depending on state law. That's why the officer clearly states this is no longer a traffic stop. It's an investigation. Now, add the most unusual twist of this case. Identical twins. The detained female insists she wasn't the one stealing, that her identical twin sister is still inside the store wearing the same clothes. And believe it or not, that claim turns out to be true. Officers confirm that there are two women who look nearly identical, dressed similarly, and involved in overlapping events. This creates genuine confusion, not just for police, but for Walmart loss prevention as well. However, and this is critical, being confused does not erase responsibility for later actions. Once officers identify Miranda and confirm her identity, she is lawfully detained while they continue the investigation. At that point, compliance matters. Refusing to cooperate, attempting to leave, or interfering with officer commands only compounds the legal trouble. And that's exactly what we see unfold. Then comes the moment that seals this case. During the search incident to detention, officers discover stolen merchandise, jewelry, clothing, and store items, confirming the original theft allegation. But more importantly, they uncover drug paraphernalia and a significant quantity of suspected narcotics. This discovery completely changes the scope of the case. Under the law, once officers lawfully detain someone and have probable cause to believe a crime occurred, they may conduct a search for officer safety and evidence. When that search reveals controlled substances, especially in quantities consistent with distribution, the charges escalate dramatically. What could have been misdemeanor theft now becomes felony drug trafficking, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of paraphernalia. Notice the officer's reaction when the substance test is positive. That's not surprise. That's confirmation. The weight and packaging matter. In many states, certain thresholds automatically qualify as trafficking, regardless of intent. That's why you hear the officer say, "That's a trafficking amount." So let's talk accountability. Viewers often ask, was this over-policing? Or, did the police jump to conclusions? But when you track the timeline carefully, the escalation comes from choices. Fleeing the scene, refusing to stop, inconsistent explanations, and possession of illegal substances. Law enforcement didn't manufacture this outcome. It unfolded step by step. That said, cases like this also highlight the importance of clear communication, de-escalation, and understanding your rights. Identical twins created confusion, but confusion alone doesn't override lawful commands or justify non-compliance. So here's the real question for you. If you were in that situation, knowing your twin might be responsible, would you have stayed and cooperated? Or would you have done exactly what we saw here and hoped it worked out? In the end, this case serves as a powerful reminder. Minor encounters can escalate fast, and every decision, especially in the presence of law enforcement, carries consequences. Theft led to flight. Flight led to detention. Detention led to discovery. And discovery led to felony charges. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom and body cam breakdowns. We'll see you on the next one.